Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. It's March 2020 and the Corona-19 virus is in full swing throughout the United States. And everybody's supposed to be social distancing. I have a client who still has to work. And one of the things this client does is touch the buttons on the elevator, gas pumps, and keypads when you go to the grocery store with your finger. And I thought, well, how can I make a artificial finger? So quite a few years ago, I bought this piece of 1/2-inch Delron, and I've been using it for various projects. And I thought, well, the Delron would be easy to clean. It's easy to shape. So I cut a piece 3 inches. Like many of my projects, I make a model, and then I make a drawing, just so when I work on it, I can keep some sizes in mind. So this is 3 inches long. I'm going to radius the end so it's kind of like your fingertip. Drill a hole so you can put on your keychain. So if this would be the keypad and an elevator or a grocery store or a gas station, it would be easy just to use this. Pull this out and just use it. So I made one and my client's been using it for a few days now. And I thought, well, this would make a great video. So I went to my collection of keychains and got out a keychain. And I was at the tool show about a year ago, and I got this keychain from Herkel, and it's 3D printed. And if anybody knows what Herkel is, they're a machine tool maker, and they have a new 3D printer. I thought, well, this is similar to this. Maybe I could also print some out. So with this design being flat, a hole for your keychain, I came up with this design. It's flat so it sticks to your bed of your printer, has a full radius on the end. So when you're pressing keyboards and keypads, it's very easy to use. So down below, I'll have a link for Thingiverse so you can 3D print your own. And if you don't have a printer, ask around because there's a lot of people that do have them. But for this piece, let's go over to the lathe, face off one end, and put a full radius on the end. Take it to a drill press and drill a hole for the key ring. So at the lathe, I have the piece of plastic mounted. I'm going to face it with this tip. With this side faced, I'll flip it over and put the radius on. I'm just going to come over here and put a chamfer on there, hit it with a file, and then some emery paper. That turned out pretty nice. We'll take it out of here and take it to the drill press and drill a hole on the opposite end for a keychain. So we have a 3/16 hole drilled all the way through, and it's a 1/4 inch from the end. I recently picked this vise up off of Craigslist and I cleaned it up. I made a video on that, check it out. Now I get to use this nice vise. So if I put it in here, I want it to be flat as possible. This is an angle exaggerated. I'll place the part on the table and the vise on top of it. I'll tighten it down. That will get me nice and flat. I'll just eyeball the 1/4 inch dimension off the flat side of the part. I know what you're thinking, I don't have a lathe, but you could put the part in the drill press, turn it on, and use a file and chamfer it. It's going to take you a little longer than the lathe. Put your part in a drill, a corded or cordless drill, and just run it and then file it so you get a nice full radius on the end. This tool will take a little bit longer, but just another way of doing it. With the part off the drill press, all we gotta do is add our keychain ring to that. Slide that on there. And add this to your keychain. So it should be a little easier. Touching elevator buttons and keypads at the gas station and the grocery store. So that's one design. Here's the one I 3D printed. You can print this in any color you would like. And you don't have to press a keypad. You can just use a plastic finger to press your keypads. Put a keyring on there and make it part of your everyday carry. So down below I'll link to Thingiverse so you can print this out. This is MKE Gadgets saying, please be safe. I hope you found this interesting. Share this with your friends, and we'll see you tomorrow.